Okay. Nice to have you here.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
It's not your first time. You are frequent visitor of Aida Cruises at the moment. How do you like cruising on the ocean?
Actually, I've never been on a cruise before I started coming on Aida Cruises, and I really like it. I love waking up in a new place every morning. And as I stated before, the best thing about what I get to do besides doing what I love to do for a living is the places it brings me to and the people that I get to meet. I said I keep coming on, and they start as collectors, and when I leave, I always leave with a lot of new friends.
Now, your projects here on Aida are that you're doing as well are commission works if somebody likes something.
Yes, I usually paint what I want, but I actually enjoy collaborating with people because it allows me to do something that I wouldn't have done myself on my own and create something new.
And what does it mean for Aida? You're still working for Aida? You will make new items for Aida as well?
Yes, I already have so many ideas for the next Aida prints. I mean, we have the new Caribbean one, which I enjoy doing, and now I already got some new ones. A lot of bananas involved.
First of all, you have been a classic artist. You started with your school in the School of Visual Art.
Yes. Yeah, I started, graduated from the School of Visual Arts. I started doing some children's books first, but then I went on to get a position at the American Museum of Natural History in New York City as a scientific illustrator, drawing very realistically fossils, bones, dinosaurs. And I was doing that for many years before this work came to me.
How did it come that you found your own style?
I was always, since I was very little, into drawing very realistically and trying to draw as well as I can. And then I just got to a point where I was less impressed with that, and I was like, so what, you can copy whatever you see. And I was more impressed with artists like Monet or Picasso that could evoke a feeling from you just from a stroke or to simplify things. And then my biggest influence was children and how children draw. That every small child, if you ask them to draw a picture, they're like, sure I can, no matter what the end result was going to be. And they draw with a pure heart, not worrying about the end result or what anyone outside of them will think. And I tried to get back to that place in my own self and try to draw like a child with the joy and the freedom.
Yeah, you're not drawing like a child, but for me, it's like you draw with the soul of a child.
Yes.
That's one could say that.
Yes.
That's
the child within. Yeah, and I'm trying in my work to reach the child within my audience too, and hope that I can connect on that level.
A child's soul is in everybody's heart. So this is that brings us together.
Sometimes we forget it.
We forget it.
And we don't see it for a while, but it's in there, and it's great to bring it out.
Er sagt natürlich, also wir haben alle diese kindliche Seele und das berührt uns alle sehr und das will er in seinen Werken herausholen.
Sometimes we just need permission to let it out again. So you all have permission.
The animals, how did it come that you like so much the animals?
Well, it started with many things, but then when the dog first appeared, it kind of took over. It somehow related to people a lot, and I think it's because animals can wear their heart on their sleeve, and they don't hide their emotions like we do. And it just progressed that way, and I enjoy drawing animals and stuff, so it worked out well.
Do you all see yourself in your pictures?
Yeah, I guess so. I try to keep my childlike heart there all the time. I don't agree with growing up. I want to find the person to talk to stop that.
Okay. Are there some artists really, when you look back, apart from Picasso or Van Gogh, which were really affecting your work?
Well, actually, besides, like you said, Picasso and well-known artists, Jim Henson, who people don't normally think of as an artist per se, but he was an artist, just his medium was puppets. And I always aspired as a child to do something like Jim Henson. I love working with puppets and stuff. And you will see this week on board, you may see me and my girl, Kimmyschwimmy, walking around with puppets and acting a little crazy. I started working with her, and that gave me the opportunity to work with her and her music and create characters and kind of do what Jim Henson has done. And it's been growing and growing, so we're going to be doing a lot more of that.
You have some interesting projects as well for peace projects and other projects, what you're doing for really charity.
Yeah, I love working with many charities. I feel it elevates what I do, and it gives it a higher purpose. I have this project called Random Acts of Art, where I usually, wherever I travel around the world, I leave art for people to find or I give it to them. And then I started one called Take Heart, where I did 1,000 original heart paintings, and I would give them away or leave them wherever I traveled. And now I'm doing Peace Hearts. And I'm going to do a project when I come back with a former US President, Jimmy Carter, who turned 100 years this year. And he's the first US president to reach 100 years. And he was a big component of trying to spread peace for his whole life. And so in honor of his 100th year, we're going to create 100 original Peace Hearts. And for the National President's Day that we have, they're going to present these things and we're going to give them away.
In the future, what do you think, where is the way? Is there a goal you have for your work life?
Yeah, there are. I mean, I have we're working on children's books and, like you said, film and stuff. But I like to keep it open and just say, I want to do more. And more comes.
Dat heb ik meer und mehr machen. To make more and more, there's no limit for you.
Yeah, well, I think if you get too specific, things have happened in my life and my work has gone in places that I never imagined or planned. So I'm trusting the universe and I'm just going with it.
I stay for the moment. Thank you very much.
Mr. Heck's going to makeup. We're gonna follow him.
You're gonna get pretty.
You're already pretty.
Or at least pretty close.
Mr. Heck, you're funny.
Funny looking, that's why I gotta get makeup.